And in news that is probably going to make you as angry as it made me, Hana Kimura's mother, Kyoko Kimura, who herself was a famous pro wrestler, gave an interview to a Japanese outlet and claimed that the incident on the reality show Terrace House that either directly led to her daughter's suicide or at the very least it led to the cyberbullying that contributed to her suicide. The incident where she basically, on the show, she cut a promo on one of her housemates and then she slapped the hat off his head. You've probably seen the video. It was floating around social media. I saw it at the time. Evidently, that incident was staged by the producers of the show, which, in a lot of ways is hardly a surprise. I mean, most reality television is staged, it is scripted, it is fake, it is phone. It's faker than pro wrestling. I don't even like using that word, but you want to use that word? Go ahead and use that word. People love to say, oh, pro wrestling is fake, pro wrestling is phony. You want to find something even more phony? Go watch reality TV. So that part of it is hardly a surprise. But to learn that the incident that may have led to her taking her own life only happened because she was told or she was pressured to act a certain way on the show, that part of it to me is absolutely infuriating. About a week before her death, this is according to the mother now, she and her mom were driving home. They, I guess, had been out celebrating or at her grandmother's house celebrating her grandmother's birthday. And so they're in the car on the way home and she started crying. Hana started crying and she told her mother that the producers were, they had pressured her to act more obnoxious and to act more aggressive on the show as a way, I guess, to play up the drama for TV ratings. They wanted her to act more like a pro wrestler, more like a heel. They wanted her to slap the guy in the face. That's what they wanted her to do. Because the whole story was her ring gear from that match, which was a big match. It was this rare women's match on a New Japan show in the Tokyo Dome, although I don't think it aired on TV. But she was part of that tag team match. And so her gear supposedly was in the washing machine and her housemate used the washing machine without checking first to see if there was anything inside, and he destroyed her outfit or shrunk it or whatever. That was the story anyway, that led to her just raking him over the coals and getting into other issues from the show about how irresponsible he is and all these different things. And then it led to her standing up, going over to him, and she smacked the hat off his head, and she went upstairs and she walked away. And he just didn't say anything. He was trying to apologize to her. He had this deer in headlights look on his face, like he couldn't believe what was going on, the things that she was saying to him. And so she smacked the hat off his head and walked away. That was the whole thing. That was the whole incident. They wanted her to slap him in the face. But even just what she did got her so viciously attacked by fans of the show, not wrestling fans, by fans of the show on social media. But she didn't think slapping him in the face would do much to help bring attention to women's wrestling, which is the only reason that she agreed to go on the show in the first place. I mean, there's video of her when she was being asked about, why are you on the show? And maybe this is what aired on the show, the clip that I saw, but she said, I'm here because I want to bring attention to women's wrestling. She was so into women's wrestling and just such a big fan of it. And now she was a wrestler herself, and all she wanted to do in a mainstream way was just bring attention to women's wrestling. That's all she wanted to do. And I guess she didn't think in this case that doing that would really do much to accomplish that or make women's wrestling look good, so she didn't want to do it. And this is not just her mother speaking. One of her friends shared text messages that they showed, in the article online. It's in Japanese, so I can't read it, but you see the text message bubbles. Messages that they exchanged about her frustrations with the producers of the show. One of those messages said, my ring uniform just got destroyed, and the staff wanted me to act mad in front of the camera. Even the housemate that she fought with, this guy Kai, he too confirmed that all of this was true. She had called him and she had complained to him about what the producers had wanted her to do. She didn't know what to do. Anyway, Fuji TV, which produced the show, says the allegations are currently under investigation. Yeah, I'm sure. They cannot confirm nor deny the story. Fuji did decide to replay that episode in question on May 18th. Originally, it aired back in March. They re-aired it again on May 18th, which just flared everything up all over again. Hana, I guess, was watching it when they replayed it, and she had texted her friend, "This is becoming a hot topic. I guess the producers are satisfied." What a dumb show. What a dumb show. I hear it's been canceled. Apparently it's not, it either isn't coming back or they're very seriously considering not bringing it back. Good. Good. May it rest in the scrap heap. You can never be sure what else may be going on in a person's life or what else may be going on in a person's head that may have led to them taking their own life. But the idea that it really may have been mostly all of the abuse that she took for the way she came across on the show in that one scene, in that one episode. And the fact that she only came across that way because she was told to act that way. She was just doing what she was told. She was like she was playing a part. And people didn't know that or they didn't care because there's some psychotic people out there. I don't know how many of you saw Peyton Royce, what Peyton Royce posted. I think it was yesterday or earlier this morning. She posted a whole bunch of sample messages of some of the creepy DMs that she gets from fans. Oh my God. I mean, we already know this sort of thing happens. We've probably seen people in the replies of certain wrestlers in their tweets and stuff. You see some of these scary freaking people that exist on social media. Some of these messages that she would get, now just magnify that if you're somebody who's an even bigger star than she is. If you're someone like a Charlotte Flair, a Sasha Banks, a Becky Lynch, Britt Baker, whoever. Just imagine the kind of creepy messages these people are getting. These people exist. These people, sadly, shockingly, actually do eat, sleep, live, breathe oxygen. Maybe they breathe through their gills. I don't know. But it's very disturbing. And they attacked her for it. They attacked her for just doing what she was told to do. And now she's dead. Possibly because of that. That just makes it so much worse.